Hi, I'm Mickey Young with Silver Lining Herbal Feed Supplements, talking to you about feed supplements that really do make a difference. In the beginning, horses traversed this land, searching out vegetation that had the nutrients necessary to keep that horse healthy, vibrant, and strong. Of course, the advent of the fences, that all changed. Now that responsibility lies squarely on the shoulders of the horse owner and caregiver. As you watch this video, you're going to see horses that had serious health issues that were corrected completely simply by changing the feed and the feed habits. This will give you reason to believe that there's something maybe you are missing as a horse owner. Pick up a brochure, look at it, think about what you're doing, think about what you want to do, think about what you want your horses to be like. Then ask your distributor. Go into your local feed and tack store and ask them for Silver Lining. Become part of that growing number of people that have joined the team of Silver Lining Herbal Feed Supplements. This is a 4-year-old thoroughbred stallion that was raced on the racetrack as a 2- and 3-year-old that broke his sesamoid bone on the track. He was rendered useless by the veterinarians who saw him and was bought by the present owners to stand as stud on an Idaho ranch. This is the horse 60 days after we started him on Silver Lining. The horse was rendered totally sound by the first week in February the following year. At this point, the horse could be used for anything they would want to use him for. This is a Dash to Fame that broke his sesamoid bone and tore up his tendons and ligaments on the racetrack injury in Canada. As you can see, he is very sensitive on this leg. After 10 days in Round Corral, when he was let out, he wanted to run to the other end of the arena, but as you can see, his sense took over and he walked instead. By the first week in February, his leg felt good enough to act like he hadn't acted in months. At this point, I considered him sound. I started riding him then, and I've ridden him now for 2 years. As you can tell, the horse is completely sound on the leg. This is a 3-year-old mare that is probably my poster child. This mare had a lot of things wrong, and yet it worked out very well. She had been severely foundered in all 4 feet. She was rotated 12 degrees in 2 feet, 10 degrees in 1, and 9 degrees in 1. The coffin bone was rotated through the sole on the left hind foot. This is the mare 30 days. This, as you can see, she's still quite apprehensive and tender on her feet, but had gained 150 pounds and is standing squarely on all 4 feet. This is the mare a few months, or after 4 months. At this point she is sound, but I suggested they not put shoes back on her until the hoof wall had grown completely out. They're now riding this mare on endurance races. This horse had a blood wart at the base of his ear and was very unsightly and growing quite rapidly. I started feeding him the 24 Immune Builder, the 25 Infection Fighter, and the 19 Blood Cleanse. I also made a poultice out of these same herbs and put them directly on the wart. Also took some strands of his mane hair, wrapped around the base of the wart, snugged it down tight, and let the horse wear it just like that, curved the circulation. This is what it looked like 3 days later. I put some silver lining salve on the opening where the wart had been. This is what it looked like after 60 days. This horse had bone spurs on his hocks and ankles and a cancer on his eyelid. The horse had been on a trailer ride for 24 hours to my place, and when I got him I realized that he needed to be on the Immune Builder and the Infection Fighter. I put him on those 2 combinations to make sure that his system was well corrected before I started him on the program for his hocks and his ankles and the bone spurs. After 4 days, the cancer on his eyelid was completely gone. This is the horse after 8 months. Once again, grass, hay, and whole oats were the order of the day. This horse had a severe wire cut on the inside of his hock. It was 10 days between the time that he cut it and the time that I was able to get to it. You can make a poultice by simply adding water to the power dust and applying it directly to the wound, as you see me doing here. Leave it on 12 hours, then take it off. So as you can see, there was proud flesh starting. You'll note that there's also some swelling in the ankle of that leg. We put the horse on the kidney combination because that indicates we've got some kidney issues going on. Putting the powder directly on the wound. This is the horse after 60 days. As you can tell, the wound is almost completely healed up and there is no proud flesh. And as the wound heals on up, you can see there's no scar or very little scar.